Hi everyone, so I wanted to share with you an important healing blocker. To demonstrate it, I'm going to share how it actually blocked me at one point from being able to heal. Now, I was at a retreat for a church event, and it was an encounter retreat where we were meeting God. Now, I had been to these retreats before as a facilitator, and I wanted to be there to assist some of my friends who were also going there, because I know it was a heightened dramatic deliverance type of place, right? So there would be lots of drama to be expected. And so I told them, I'm going to come with you. I'm going to come with you guys, and I'm going to be here for you so that you won't be frightened, you won't be alarmed. I'll explain what's happening, so it's gonna be fine. And so we went, and as soon as the heated prayers began, and I knew that any minute now there would be that moment where people would be maybe manifesting a lot. I began to notice my friends and let them know that, hey, it's okay, I'm here. And as the prayers progressed, I began to feel hot, then cold, then weak in the knees. And before you know it, I was on the floor, the first person to be on the floor. And to this day, they call me the opening act, because I was the first person who manifested in that meeting. And God just has a way of doing things, because it was humbling, because I expected that they would be on the floor and that I would be there to hold their hands. But God has a sense of humor. So anyway, there I was on the floor, and out came the pastor to me, and he said, he began to pray directly, and he said, the spirit of infirmity must leave now. And I had been having chronic fatigue, debilitating chronic fatigue for months, for maybe even a little bit over a year by the time I went to that encounter. And do you know what happened? As he commanded that spirit to leave me, I heard my own voice say, no. And I thought to myself, why am I saying no from my own voice? Why? I recognized that it was my voice. Sometimes a spirit will speak out of someone, but it was me who was saying no. And I had to think to myself, why? Why is it that I had said no? What benefit does that spirit of infirmity have in me? Why would I want to keep it? And in thinking about it, I realized that I had a manager at the time who had been a friend, and things were just not working out, and I had to let this manager go. And that was such a hard thing, because I knew it would destroy the friendship. And so I had that hanging over my head and just delaying. I was procrastinating and putting it off until that day when I realized that my sickness, the severe chronic fatigue, was being held in place because it was allowing me to miss some days of work, which was surely a wonderful benefit for me, not wanting to have to face the music and sort the issue with that manager. And so I decided that day that I was going to go deal with the problem, take it head on, and finish with it, so that there would be nothing that infirmity would have in me, no benefit of this disease. And so I did. I faced the music, I spoke to the manager, I let her go. It was difficult, but it was done, and the chronic fatigue disappeared. There was no reason for my body to want to have to miss a day or two or go home early any longer, because I removed the root cause of it. Now, since then, I've discovered that a lot of persons have chronic fatigue when there is something that they're not enjoying their jobs. There's something that they're not enjoying in their lives. They have to face it every day, but it's just they're trying to numb out. But the body is keeping score. The body knows you don't want to, and your body is going to try to help you. And certainly any spirit that sees an opportunity is going to try to, just have a hand in that too. So many persons, if the sickness that they have causes them to have a little bit more attention, gives them a break with their husbands, sometimes there's that issue as well. A husband may be a little bit too frisky maybe, and they're tired, and so a sickness will develop in the female parts sometimes, or in the back or the hip, or some kind of pain that will make them not be able to have to do the things they don't want to do, and they just hug the pain. The pain becomes a friend because it's serving a purpose. Now if you look at the word, you'll see where this blind man ran after Jesus and said, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy upon me," because he was desperate for healing. And let me tell you that when a person is desperate for healing and there is nothing in the sickness that is a benefit for them, they shall be healed. They shall be healed, and quickly. That is when rapid miracles take place. Now, to prove that, we were in a homeless shelter feeding the homeless, and we had been a number of times, and there was a man there who we had to go to his bedside to feed him because he was unable to walk. So he had crutches, and sometimes he used a wheelchair. But this particular time he said, "Please send for the Christians because I want to be healed. Call them. I want to be healed today." And so we knew that he had the faith to be healed, and so we headed to his bedside and we prayed 4 times. 4 times we prayed at his bedside as other homeless men observed. And each time he got stronger and stronger and stronger until he got up out of his crippled bed, and the knees that had been damaged in a bus accident healed, and the man got up and walked. And the other men in the homeless shelter said, "Do you see what's happening? You see what's going on?" And it was just such a marvelous day. He walked up and down in the dorm area, and then he walked right outside, and he just kept on walking up and down, kept on going. But this man had faith to be healed, and faith to be healed is what you need. It's not the only thing, but hunger. You have to really want it. You have to actually get cross, get angry with the disease. "I will not have you. You cannot come into this body. I have dominion. I have authority over all the power of the enemy. And the greatest dominion I have is the dominion I have over my body. And I right now speak to my body, just as David spoke to his soul. 'Why are you downcast, O my soul?' I speak to my body now. This is what you will say. If you really want to break the back of any sickness, the hunger in you, you can say, 'Body, I choose to reject sickness. I reject infirmity.' You can call the disease by name and say, 'Cancer or diabetes, whatever it is, you have no place in this body. And today I reject you. I break your power. I break your power. I choose instead that I will have vibrant health. I will have strength. I will be, able to run and not be weary. I will walk and not faint in the name of Jesus." So these words are words that heal. This heart posture of hunger to be well, that is a secret thing that makes miraculous things happen, miraculous healings take place. So I hope that this little tip helped you guys today. I bless you all, and I'll see you on the next video. If you think this information is helpful, then Like, subscribe, share, and drop a yes in the comments. Till next time, bye.